Kevin, congratulations on winning Vienna. With this big win, how much confidence are you taking into this week in Paris?
Yeah, as you said, it was a big win for me. My first at the 500 level. I'd been in a few finals at that stage, so it means a lot breaking through. That was one of my goals coming into this year, was taking those sort of steps. You know, it's tough. It's you can play a great week and just fall short at that last hurdle. So it's no guarantees, but I feel like what I've been doing has allowed me to you know, constantly sort of improve on that. Of course, qualifying for London at the same time by winning that gives me a lot of confidence. It's been a big goal of mine. I've come very close a couple seasons before, so that definitely gives me a little bit of, you know, extra motivation in my step to have a very good week here in Paris. Of course, it's one of our biggest tournaments, one of our Master Series. We've got the best players in the world here, so need to separate Vienna a little bit, because, you know, when I take the court here for my first round, that's all, you know, in the past, and really have to refocus, because definitely want to have a good week here.
But still, now that you're qualified for London, does it mean you can be a bit more relaxed this week?
I think that takes that pressure off for sure. As I said, it's been a big goal of mine all year, and you know, had I not been in that position, of course, it's going to be in your mind of, you know, it's still up for grabs. So it definitely takes that part of it out the equation, which is obviously a good thing for me. I can focus now just fully on the tournament, which is kind of funny, because even if I hadn't qualified for London, I would still need to do that in order to give myself the best chance. But it just makes that process a little bit, definitely makes that process a little bit easier.
So you're the oldest player since 1972 to make an ATP Finals debut. Is that a record that you'd ever thought you'd achieve?
No, I didn't know that when I was qualifying. It's just, as I said, it's something that really means a lot to me. It's been a big goal of mine. I've come close a couple times before. I think it's such a, you know, one of our most iconic events. It's really a showcase of tennis. You know, the top 8 men's players throughout the year. It's a very special place to be. It means you've played great tennis. You've won a lot of, you know, tough matches. You know, for me to do it at this age, hopefully I'll be able to, you know, keep going, because as long as I can stay healthy, I feel like I'm, you know, playing better and better. I still feel like some of the best tennis is ahead of me, so I'd love to, you know, be in the spot still a number of years to come.
The Paris Masters has a smaller draw than most other Masters. It's a tough draw. How can you explain how is the Paris Masters special?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely one of the first things that come to mind, just it being a bit of a reduced draw. Right from the beginning, you see matches which are, you know, very, very high quality matches. You know, you're up against, you know, some of the toughest opponents. I mean, I'm seated pretty high this week, and I'm first round match, I'm playing somebody, you know, ranked top 20 in the world. That's, you know, just a, you know, an example. I feel that's something that comes to mind. I feel center court is very special. It's a very big court. As always, playing in France and in Paris, just like French Open, the crowd really gets into it. They love supporting French players. It's a great atmosphere. So those are 2 things that definitely come to mind.
You've had such a fantastic season, 2 titles, 2 Masters semi-finals, the Wimbledon final. What's been the key to your consistently good performances?
I mean, I think there's quite a few keys. I think it's understanding my game better and better. You obviously, you know, since coming back from injuries in 2016 and turning things around last year in 17, making finals of US Open, and then, you know, parlaying that into this year of, you know, I think seeing the goals that I wanted to achieve, and you know, I think part of it was from my side accepting that and really believing that I can achieve those goals, making London, winning titles. For example, winning more than 1 title, winning 2 titles in a year was one of my goals too. In terms of like my actual game, I mean, there's always little bits of I'm trying to improve. I'm always working hard. I think the biggest thing is really sort of the mental approach. How can I play my best tennis in the biggest moments, deep into tournaments? And I feel like I've done a, you know, constantly better job with that. I still think there's room for improvement. I want to be in the finals of Master Series. I want to be winning Master Series, winning Grand Slam. So that's still ahead of me. But I feel like I've taken some good steps, you know, towards those goals.